Hey everyone, I'm Garrison and welcome back to the channel. So today, I'm pretty sure we can all agree that today has so far been filled with a ton of crazy releases in a good way. I mean, like comebacks and debuts. Speaking of debuts, today I'll be checking out Yena's debut with Smiley featuring Bibi, the MV for All Now. I always wondered, ever since the initial announcement of Yena's solo debut and stuff like that, setting off in the solo career path, what is she gonna come with in terms of style, in terms of genres, and especially considering what she has shown and offered on the table with the overall dynamic of As One and pretty much in the vocal department and rap and dance, everything. She's shown that from time and time again, from produced, As One, etc., how flexible she can be, and she has an amazing personality for sure on like TV platforms and shows. But aside from that, yeah, it's gonna be interesting here. I mean, this is not like the first time Yena and Bibi has met together, but at all. This is actually gonna be quite interesting, honestly, for me. I just know based off of Yena's releases with As One, what she's come through with, but then the likes of Bibi contrasting in that kind of manner. I'm sure that's gonna be somehow shown in this song and or MV for Smiley, right? So aside from that, let's just get into it, shall we? Alright, so I brought it up right here. Smiley by Yena featuring Bibi. I got the English captions on and all. Let's go.
Breaking news. A new superhero is reported to be seen at the Eiffel Tower yesterday.
Okay. I'm getting the concept for this. Superhero.
The name of this hero is Smiley Yena, and her
Yena. Smiley Yena.
What is the limit of a Smiley power?
Oh, wow. Ooh. Love how this song didn't take time to start. Just right away into verse 1. Ooh. Wow. She really came through with a pop rock track, huh? Oh, Bibi. She's like the villain in this. Ooh. And this chorus, I feel like, is so karaoke-esque in terms of very easy to sing along to, and it's contagious in a good way. As much as her positivity is, shown in the delivery of her vocals for this. Ooh. Oh. The animations here. The duck. Woo. Just how she gets her flaunt her vocals here is everything. Credits here. Shout out to everyone behind the scenes. But man, oh man, this is pretty much what I didn't know that I needed in my life until now, to sum it up. But seriously though, pretty much like I said earlier, she came through with a pop rock track that is so fitting for her in terms of style, in terms of personality, obviously, and as some of us are familiar with Yena, she is very contagious. Her joy is very contagious, and also, especially when she comes through with her comedic side, like she has a good sense of humor and all. But this is really, really the type of song that is contagious in a good way, where everything about it is infectious, from Yena's expressions, the delivery in the vocal department, to this pop rock track that is ever so continuously bright sounding until we hit it with verse 2 with Bibi. Now, with Bibi, that's what I felt like. Before coming into this, I was like, Bibi's gonna come through quite contrasting, especially based on what she has put out by herself in the past before, and on the featurings that she has done for other artists. And I like the contrast between Yena and Bibi, and how they really connect it with a Smiley Yena as a superhero, and then you got the villain here that is Bibi. But the reason why I like how this is contrasting, it not only adds depth to the song, it not only adds texture to the song, but it adds a nice switch up to the song, and it doesn't make it too sound, it takes a little break, right, in the song, and it doesn't make the song sound too bright, you know, sparkly. And I think that works in a way, in both ways, to be honest, for, I should say, the fans and for the masses on a commercial standpoint, where there are people out there, admittedly, that wouldn't mess with this kind of style, but I could feel and sense that people who wouldn't usually mess with this kind of style and song that is so bright, CN all and cutesy and adorable. And now I want to put like a tad bit of, you know, lightly with cutesy. Cutesy does not mean, oh, this, look at me, I'm cute and all. Not that type of cutesy, you know what I'm saying? Not the ooey gooey kind of cutesy. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like this song also pleases the masses in a way. It's like, oh, wow, I didn't know that I could ever find myself enjoying a song like this. I think good examples of releases that do this to people. Not only Yena's Smiley, I could even put out the likes of Joe Yuri Glassy, a song that is so refreshing and light, but I've heard people that don't usually enjoy that style end up liking that song. I heard friends liking that song and debut release as well, regardless, too. The likes of Uju Sonia Chokomi, right? They really come through and pay homage to the likes of Crayon Pop Days and that sort of style. But this has like that mid-tens tempo to it, and it has that pop rock feel to it, and I'm totally all for this. It screams as Yena, and it really puts in a good footing for her for who she is as a soloist and what she's gonna show in the future, right? As I say, the debut is there to make a splash, and the comebacks are there to establish that respective artist, whether it's a girl group, boy group, or soloist. And when it comes to soloists, it can take a lot of comebacks to really solidify their signature respective sound. But with Yena, I feel like she almost plays ahead of that, and she already has, but she's gonna mold it even more and expand it when she messes with more genres, and that's gonna happen in the comebacks. Now, with that being said, I do know that this comes with her first mini album, right? So I can't wait to check it out and dive in and do a review of her first mini album that's tied along to this, because considering how good Smiley was here featuring Bibi, I'm sure the B-sides are gonna rock my world as well. But yeah, let me just dive into the song again and the MV again to listen through things and see if I could figure out certain elements and instruments that I may have missed upon, or I'm gonna point out parts that I truly love and all. So let's just dive back into it. There we go.
Sprinkle hurts and smileys, which apparently have the power to make people happy. The name of this hero is Smiley Yena, and her intention is to smile.
Really love this sort of dialogue going on and setting a story here at the very start of the MV and such here. And honestly, I feel like we do need more of these like Smileys, the more of the Uju Sonia Chokomis and stuff like that these days, especially during these times. We just need more of these joyful songs to really add, kick me or type of caffeine boost at the start of days, especially on Mondays, right? Today is Monday. Some days I just lose track, but yeah, enough talk of that. Love the animations and like the illustrations or whatnot. And this is what I mean, it like how it doesn't take time to kick off. We get hit with verse 1 immediately, not the intro, not an intro of some sort. And immediately when she started the song, like I'm like, oh man, I just couldn't stop smiling. I just began to smile, and it was just there for the whole time until verse 2, of course. Love these horns that are quite chirpy with it, quirky with it. I would say, like, I think the best way to put it and describe it, this is like your iguana, you know? You're not sure what you're expecting, but it has all sorts of these bright colors coming through and shimmering colors throughout this song, right? Very quirky, though, at the same time. One of my favorite parts in the MV. And pretty much, oh my goodness. I like this very karaoke-esque feel to it, you know? She has, right, her sort of scepter, like, I would say microphone, right? And this is what I'm saying, like this karaoke-esque feel to it, to the point where I think the lines do play a huge part, but if anything, Yena's doing quite the heavy lifting in this song, just truly due to herself, her personality, and who she is, and it's shown in this quite clearly, right? It has that sing-along bowl factor, and I love it for that reason. And just her vocal tone, her vocal color is so out of this world. I've said it ever since I was one, and before that. And speaking of like unique individuals, we got Bibi here. She's got her own mic, and she's all dripped out in these darker colors compared to everything else has been shown in MV, and just the slightest of animations and stuff, like illustrations and whatnot, whether it's done in After Effects or whatnot, very well done. But I want to hone in on the lyrics here. Oh yeah. So right here, I love it. We don't only hear it here, but we also hear it later on as these 808 cowbells or cowbells that are playing, like the ding ding ding. You know, the ding with the snare drums. Yeah, it's right there. My crooked personality. Why do you keep smiling? Just from these horns to these drum kits to the guitar work, you just can't help but to jam along to this. And what I felt really cool about this part here, is, sure, we get the break from the song and just this very cinematic moment. But I really think this connects really to the moments of vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sure, it deals with this storyline here with Yena, Smiley Yena, and, you know, where is she? We need her in desperate times here when Bibi's in the mix here. But it really touches part, I feel like, almost, is the times of vulnerability. We just got to really try to find those bits and moments here and there to make the best out of it and during these unfortunate times. And that's how I feel about this moment here, especially in the delivery, which we will soon hear later on here after it picks up here in the MV and in the song. This trap percussion breakdown with Yena here is just truly brilliant. And I think everything that's huge about here, okay, it's like, I love this positivity and mentality here. I don't care what they say. Yeah, I live my life once, I smile it, right? And at the end of the day, all of us should have it, even though in these dark times, okay, even though there may be naysayers, I don't care what they say, okay, I'm gonna keep pushing on forward. I'm gonna keep trying my very best, because at the end of the day, I know who I am myself compared to everyone else, and I know what the things I do and I like, and still to this day, I don't understand why people naysay for the sake of naysay, to hate for the sake of hating, when they should truly at the end of the day focus on themselves at every step of the way in their own lives and stuff. Like, why are you so concerned of what I'm doing and what I'm pursuing in life? And yeah, if anything, yeah, that's what I feel here. Little break there, and just how she's given this moment to flaunt her vocals here, so good. Forget the pain, sadness. What a masterpiece. Literally 10 out of 10. I'm gonna have to see who took part on this. Maybe it was earlier. It had to be earlier. Production. Yeah, Gaffer. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to search it up here, because I really want to know. Even shout out to the stylist for working on this for Yena and Bibi. But yeah, I'm gonna search it up here. Yena, Smiley, credits. Please be patient, guys, with me. I'm trying to find it here. Here we go. Okay, view credits. Okay, so yes, I think I did see a track listing a while back for Yena's debut here, and yeah, I do remember seeing 12. In case some of y'all don't know, 12 is an R&B artist that I vibe with quite a lot. We got 12, Bibi, 72, Yena, Olipop, and I think aka known as Olaf Lindskog, I've covered time and time again throughout my releases. Gavin Jones, Haley Atkins, Olipop all over the keyboard, guitar, bass, synthesizers, drums. Background vocals, Ashley Alicia, love to see it. Haley Atkins. Oh, okay. Recording engineer, Young Jang. Mastering engineer. So they got a mastering engineer from the US, assumingly, that based on the credits that I saw. Now, not to like prolong this too much, to really explain who took part on this also, Olipop, Olaf Lindskog, remarkable works that Olipop has done. I mean, with fellow Yehua artists likes of Everglow's Dun Dun, the likes of La Di Da, the likes of Heart Attack by Chu coming from Luna, the likes of No Rules, and pretty much a lot of your significant artists going back to the likes of Uju Sonia, Red Velvet, Girls' Generation as well, if I recall correctly. Like, what else can I say? Huge shout out to everyone behind the scenes. Alicia, Olipop, everyone. They did a remarkable, phenomenal job on Smiley, of course. And of course, Vivi came through with her own lines. And I do like 12's input on this, on the lyrics side. But hey, or the composing side as well. But hey, everyone, be sure to like, share, and maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much and just warms my heart connecting with y'all about Yena and her newest song here called Smiley featuring Bibi. Let me know your thoughts about the mini album if you want to, without spoiling, like if it's a masterpiece as well. I'm gonna check it out regardless. I have a lot of catching up to do in terms of MVs, and then I'll reel out pretty much all these album reviews and stuff. And as some of you may know, one of my biases for as one back in the day, next to Unbi as well. So this was such a, I would say, a spectacular release, yet a meaningful one that provides that sense of relatableness, and that I love how it takes that extra mile to it. And considering of that aspect of how it takes that extra mile, this is a 10 out of 10 and a Song of the Year type material that is going to be added to my list, a long list of Song of the Year type material, I'm pretty sure, because it's still only January and there's so many bangers and jammers have released already, and I'm pretty sure a good amount of us can agree to that. But as always, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. This has been Garrison, though, as always, and peace.